Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Ooh, it's morning. How's everyone doing? Hey, passenger. Passenger is watching. Good news. Good morning, Orby. How's it going, Mr. Coworker, sir? Uh, let's get this removed. It's still not showing correct numbers down there. Oh, it's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But I guess that is my problem to figure out. Hey, good morning, Atski. Let's start with some topics. Let's get it on. So throw me some topics that I should draw. How about topics in fantasy? As in, orcs and trolls and giants and dragons and some random fantasy topic. If you could come up with something. Let's see. Maybe that will be a cool little twist to it. Like I define a genre and you give topics of the genre. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it today at least. So top genre is fantasy. So give me a topic in the fantasy section. Trolls and dragons and wizards and elves and I don't know. Lives by the lake. All right. Let's say that's fantasy. Hey Novi Art, thanks for the host. Ancient art block breaker. All right, cool. Hi there, Bart. Hey, Bob with 220. Yeah, there, Bart. You definitely. Your topic is number two. So more topics, please. I was thinking in the genre of fantasy. So giant wizards, elves, dwarves, but lives by the lake and ancient art block breaker is fine as well. But some more topics. Four more topics, please. Or I will split the dice in two, and there will only be two topics that's being chosen between. Hey, Eric Moy. Good morning. Coldburger Art, thanks for the host. I need the topics. Multi-arm blob goblin. Decorated hair. Hair or chair? Hair. Decorated hair. All right. That's cool. That's true. One, two, three, four, five. All right, let's roll. And if it's number six, then the happy, lucky number six is going to be. Oh, number four. Pff, obviously rigged. So let's see. One, two, three, four. Hey, Suzanne Helmig won the topic. Ooh, yeah. Congratulations. First time winner. Oh, wait. Decorated hair by Suzanne Helmig. Helmig? 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 Hey! Awesome. Hey, Too Much Lava Art. Thanks for the host. Right. Timer. Timer is on. Okay. Decorated hair. Okay. I've been enjoying my kind of random approaches lately, so I'm going to be doing that. So let's try to start something um, and see where that leads. All right, I have a picture. So obviously a head, decorated hair, but I want the head to be shaved and super heavy uh, decorations and having the hair like inverted sumo. you know, this the sumo is up there, right? But I was thinking we could have the hair like a downward facing loop like that. I think that would be cool. All right. So shaved head at top. Let's call it inverted sumo haircut. Um, and we're off to a flying start. Thanks for the topic, Suzanne. And welcome back, by the way. Jean L. Jumalon, thanks for the host. You have the weirdest nickname. I don't know how to pronounce it. They were superstitious. The dice is not hacked. It's just a lot of number fours. Interestingly enough, it's definitely not hacked. I mean, how can you hack a random generator? I mean, obviously, obviously you can hack a random generator, number generator, but I promise you, I haven't. It's not rigged. I kind of like those lines there. I'm going to add them on top so that I can paint underneath them. But it looked like a bracelet of sorts, kind of going over the nose and up the side of the head. So I'm going to keep that and paint underneath it. And let's see where it leads. So I was thinking today, you know, while doing some work, you know, how easy it is to get distracted while working, and you know, for me, I always listen to someone talking, and I always listen to something that like I don't need to pay attention to. So I have a question. Um, I have two questions actually. Second question I'm going to ask later, but for now, how do you find it being hard being focused while doing art? And have you found a thing that distracts you? Like, have you pinpointed what keeps you from being focused? For me, social media is definitely something that easily can distract you, like take you out of the like your focus. Which I think is not really good when you try to be creative. And also change of music or sound, like it makes me wake up from the hypnosis of art. Like if there's a loud bang or music that doesn't align with the kind of state of mind. The internet. Suzanne Helmig, yeah. Yeah, I know that is a very easy thing to get occupied with. Especially also, I mean, I don't think you have children. Uh, I haven't heard anything about that, but that is also a huge thing that distracts you a lot. Uh, the health of the kids, are they happy, are they fine, all these things, like you say, health of relatives and taxes and all these things. It's always something that kind of occupies your brain. um, One thing that I've kind of come to the conclusion with all that is I try to sort everything and think about everything of that when I'm not being creative, so that when I have to be creative, I don't need to think about it. So it's like I divide my life into two sections: the kind of the creative aspect and the like life aspect, right? there could be a cool like rim on the hair. So that would be nice. Hey, Kilrathi, good morning. Sven's art, yeah. Put the words in the box. The vagueness of your soul. Wow, that's hilarious. Kurum. Uh, Distracted when you lose sight. Do you mean like inspiration or just kind of where you have to take your art? I mean, is that the only if that's the only distraction you got, then man, you got it made. Then just kind of buckle down, make a thumbnail that you're having hovering above on the top of all documents or layers, and just know exactly where you're going. That's great. For me, like I have always had the so easy to just think that you're just quickly popping uh, over to the email client to see if you got emails, or wonder if someone has written something on Facebook, or whatever all these little things are. But you think it's just quick little visits, but they all stack up. And I promise you, I would love to record myself um, on a timer, like on a day where you have a hard time being focused, how much you're actually spending, wasting time. And I was thinking, would it be maybe better to just walk away, go do something else, and like don't at all go sit and do work, because you're just doing not work there anyways. Would it be better to just kind of go and work out? Or it's obviously a harder thing to do when you have a studio job and you have to deliver in a certain schedule, or you know but yeah, it's a tricky one, the whole creativity thing, you know having to stay focused and driven to produce creativity. um, and that's a tall order in itself, to produce something that's creative. And then you have to do it on almost like on demand. No, I doubt it's a easy thing, right? And I'd say we're quite disciplined as artists, at least commercial artists. Um, you know, I'm quite sure that a lot of fine artists, they need to be in the mood, they need the spark of imagination, and this is of course stereotyping, but that they don't just sit down and create art, right? They need some reason to do art if it's going to be a personal meaning, uh, personal piece of art that people want to buy or be interested in. That it has to have some saying. But commercial art is slightly different. It has to do that and be a product at the same time. And as I see it, we got like huge pressure to be able to produce something that's attractive as a product, because that's what we're doing, and we're doing that quite conveyor belt like, which is which in itself is quite tricky, you know, produce something on demand. That's cool. Right, Eric. So you kind of go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, somehow you're always ends up on YouTube, right? Some weird corner of YouTube. Yeah, Kuro, that's a very easy thing to do. But what I always try to remind myself is like, okay, it's the beginning phase, right? You're setting up the skeleton for what's coming. And skeletons are never pretty, you know. It's always broken. There's always shit around, you know. It's it's supposed to be broken, you know. It's supposed to be kind of, you have to. I think what's great with the beginning of a painting or sketch or pose or character, whatever, is that you got to start figure out the layers, how to get to that point. Like how, okay, this is my starting point. This is kind of the idea. Which steps do I need to take to get to the finished product, right? So that when you do your layers of treatment, you'll have a successful looking thing in the end, right? You just can't jump in and start doing the final render like a machine, right? From top to bottom, just render everything out perfectly. That's that's a there's only like one person that can do that, or two, as far as I know. But one of them is not that much anymore. But everyone has a process. Everyone puts anchor points in their sketching. Everyone has a sketching phase. I mean, like Kim Jung, whatever his name is, the crazy guy that does these epic vistas. He obviously sketches in his head while drawing. You know, he puts down landmarks and starts seeing things in his head on how to add the information. It's crazy, but the process is something you should cherish in a way. You know, like play the chess with your own mind of what you need to do to get to a cool end result. A leech block? That's really cool. That's really cool there, Bart. Leech block. That's cool. That's something I'm gonna look into. That will be cool to see statistics of how much time you're wasting on stupid things on internet. That's a cool topic. Sofa Strangler, yeah, that is an interesting thing as well. Seeing the industry move towards like more common knowledge. Like for a longest time, concept art has been something that's very obscure, right? It's like now people are starting to see it on shelves in bookstores, etc. It's starting to become this thing, you know, especially with the art books and uh, independent artists pushing their own art styles and projects and so on. And I think that's a really cool thing, and good for us as an artist. But a lot of these art projects that are under a studio banner, the artists themselves is hardly in the limelight. You know, they are, you're like, oh, here's the artists that contributed, but they just fly silently under the radar in that sense, rather than being in the spotlight. But what's cool with like I know for Dishonored 2, you know, they had all these really awesome artists, and they actually made an exhibit um, with all the original art and sculptures, and they went really like the fine art route with all the art for that project, and I think that's really cool. I think that's really honorable, and I think that the right way to do things for us artists. You know, that we get some recognition for the skill sets we have, and what we contribute to projects with. I think I think ideally, obviously, random Joe shouldn't have that opportunity in that sense, because um, that sounds horrible. But let me explain. In a way, it dilutes the quality. Oh, damn, that sounds like such a douchebag. But let me attempt to explain. Like it's like the biggest field, like let's say sport field, right? The biggest, most known arena. Not every team is allowed to play there. That's my point. You know, like it's cool that these really cool Russian artists got an exhibition of their work because their quality level is so high, and then normal people going and looking at it, it'll change their point of view. Man, I sound like such a douchebag. Hopefully you'll get my point. You know, like good art should be shown in public, especially game art or production art, so that it opens the eye to the uh, Joe Smith, so that they go like, oh hey, that's looks like some cool art. Why haven't I seen this style before or world before? And I think it's a good idea to have like the front runners getting huge things like its own art exhibition, um, to attract people that are not in the business, because in the business we all know who all those really famous Russian artists were that contributed to Dishonored too, right? I mean, maybe they're not all Russian, maybe they're, but you get the idea. Oliverer. Oh yeah, definitely. I still have those OC sessions saved on my backup. It was me, Kekai Kutaki, uh, Feng Zhu. Very few times Craig Mullins, but then also this on concept art there was this guy called Prostate Sunrise. What a nickname! I think he's going by the nickname Rusty or something now, or his name is Rusty. He does this really cool comic style character designs. Um, who else did I did the Cynics, lots of Cynics I have. I used to sketch with him all the time, or her, I don't remember his gender. Hey, Jordan Torek. Good morning. Welcome. Glad to have you here. But hopefully, my point about exhibits and the front runners, like high quality art, getting shown in public, I think it's great. Hey, Zalin64. Good morning. All right, so we're two-thirds in. I got 12 minutes left. Pretty okay. I am more or less where I thought I would be at this point. I kind of want to start messing this up a bit, like making it a little bit more moody and things. I don't know. I don't really know where I want to take it. I'm just going to add some marks and see where it goes. By the way, Kuru, was it you that were asking about that limited brushstroke practice? Was there any results of that? I saw that you were talking about it. Oh, Cynics? Oh yeah, I have quite a few with Cynics. We used to always hang out and do open canvas together. Usually it was like many times it was Cynics. It was what's his name? Kekai in one corner, Cynics in the other, me in the third, and some other, well-known guy or girl in the fourth corner. And we all kind of painted over and over and over, and for like 3 hours probably. And then, there was always a chat in open canvas, and we talked to each other, and it was cool stuff. Obviously, at that time I wasn't at all at the level I am at now, but it was still fun, to see how they painted. And I always remember that they always commented on how fast I was painting something. They were kind of relaxing and kind of painting, at a normal pace, but I was so excited. And also I was using a tablet rather than a Cintiq at that time, so my speed was completely different than it is now. Like I moved my hand significantly faster than I do on the Cintiq, because you don't need to move your hand that much. So they always commented like, "How fast are you?" Like I remember having like 3, 4 paintings while they were painting one. Obviously, skill level was at a different level and all that. So, but I just remembered as an anecdote how I remember them always commenting. I should share those all the open canvas sessions, um, or maybe make a YouTube clip of a show old school open canvas VPE files where you see brushstroke by brushstroke how all the artists build up their picture. It's like a movie. It's really fun. Hey, Seisne, you're back. Good morning and welcome back. My haircut? I don't know if I would say it's a nice haircut. It is on hand grenade. 13 Rogue 30 poly count. Thanks for the host. This is my beautiful hand grenade haircut. I just can't do anything with it. It's okay. I have long time ago given up hope of having a good exterior. My exterior, my monkey suit looks the way it looks. It's just accept it and focus on the inside. Glad to see you back, says Nick. Very much so. You make my cold, dark heart that much warmer. Oh, maybe not. It was a lost cause. Hey, Captain Jetlag, you made it. Oliver, I mean, I know them. We know of each other. When I meet Kekai, we are definitely friends in that way. Internet acquaintances, and in real life, yeah, we have met a few times and we know of each other. We talk like, not like bestest friends in the whole wild world, but we definitely talk to each other and we are friends in that way. Cynics I've never met. Um, I kind of talked to him a little bit on internet after the OC times, Open Canvas times, but we never really connected that way. I mean, I talked to him a little bit on Facebook, etc. Like, hey, oh yeah, hey, it's you. Good times, etc., etc. But then, not there, nothing more. A lot of us is just you're just so busy all the time. It's hard to cultivate friendship when you don't see each other in person. But yeah, when I do. When I do meet them, I do talk to them. Seisne, oh yeah, after April ends, I'm gonna start working on my lecture. This year is gonna be about creativity, and per usual, I like to give information rather than just talking about how creative I am. Like a lot of other lecturers do, just kind of upping their own game. You have to, of course, to some degree, but I want to give people something to walk away with. So I'm gonna try to give them techniques, etc., and discuss the topic, and make them think. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll like it. Um, That's cool, Captain Jetlag. I'm really looking forward to see what you do, and glad that you decided to join the 2 week challenge. Great. Seisner, yeah, definitely. Uh, Marco does a great job as, with this workshop. I think they do crazy amount of work, and any help they can get, definitely. He's a cool guy, and that's why, for example, like some lecturers they charge for the lectures, but I do the everything for free. I mean, obviously the flight they sort out for me, but anything for to help spread knowledge of our industry. I don't mind doing it for free. That's cool, Seisne. I wish you best of luck winning. So, Seisne, do you also have a daily stream, or is it like a random stream? Or do you have a weekly stream on a specific time? I feel the light is it's too balanced. There's no like balance in there. It's just light from everywhere. I remove some. Started here. Focus mode, no talking. Wow, that's so stupid sometimes. I just stop talking altogether when I start thinking. It's strange. I wonder why my stupid brain does that. All right, I think it was an interesting talk today. We still got like a minute or two left, but it's running, ticking down. The time is ticking down. I think it was a good topic. Time sinks. There's definitely a lot of them out there, and what I've been doing for quite some time now is like I update on Facebook. Let's say, usually do that for the warm up. It doesn't take a long time, and then I try to switch off everything and just kind of have some noise in the background rolling, and then when I finish something like a task, I reward myself like with a quick visit, and then I switch it off again. Like don't have alerts on the phone so I don't get sucked into it. I think that's a very easy thing to happen, like bling, hey, look at what your friends are doing. Bling, hey, look at this amazing art that they're posting. Bling, hey, this person wrote something to just you. You're special. Bling, and you don't get anything done. So I just put my phone on mute, switch off everything, no social media, no nothing, focus on job, put on some music, put on some documentary or podcast or something. And then when I finished something, I thought, okay, let's go look at what someone written short quickly. And you look, and then okay, switch everything off again. Otherwise, you're gonna be sucked into it like a drug dealer. Hey, come and look at this. Isn't this amazing? This artist have done this. Shouldn't you be doing this instead of doing work? Don't you think that would be amazing? And you slowly starting to agree with this little gremlin in your head, agreeing that let's spend some more time on Facebook. It's a good thing. It'll only make it good. And then half an hour later, no, I'm here again on the dark corners of YouTube, looking at some weird, weird thing, and just wasting time. Always. All right, time's up. Kilrathi, yeah, I know it's tangent heaven. Quickly, do some changes. Well, whatever, something like that. Korea, definitely. Suzanne, yeah, but that is also a good thing. Like you're building up reference library. Thanks everyone for for joining in. Thanks very much for the topic, Suzanne. Lots of fun. See you all tomorrow morning. Good night, good day, wherever you're. Have a good one.